I realized something yesterday, something that was not easy for me to accept, but something that felt very deep and true to myself. And I've been processing it this morning, speaking with my friend, and as I chill here, just hanging out in a tree like 20 feet up, it just feels like the perfect metaphor for what I was thinking about and processing yesterday. And that is that part of me wants this to be cancer. Simply because, as I was explaining in my last video, I've manifested this to some degree because, throughout my life, whenever I'd read books and hear people's stories and they went through very difficult childhoods or had very intense, difficult experiences and were put in that situation where they were forced to either, you know, evolve and survive or give up and die. And I've always craved that. I've always envied that. And it's like, even though I don't have a verdict yet, I don't know if it is cancer, I'm realizing I want it to be, which sounds really messed up. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to put my friends and family and loved ones through this, especially my girlfriend. The thought, I know this is way more difficult for her than it is for me, and I hate the thought of me choosing to put her through that. Because, at the moment, my current beliefs, I believe in, manifestation of the law of attraction, but I do believe it takes time. So yes, I totally 100% brought this on myself. I chose this. But right now it's too late for me to change it. And it's like this process began way before I met my girlfriend. And I never would have chosen this if, she was with me back then, or if I knew we would be together, because I don't want to put her through that. Yet at the same time, I know deep down, this is the experience I need to go through. When I was hoping for something extreme to really challenge myself and see if I would, die or rise up, this is not what I was expecting. Never in a million years did I consider this. But now that it's here, it's there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do to change it. I need to make the most of this experience. It's kind of if you're at the restaurant and you order a dish. And, it's been a while, so you kind of forget about it, and then it shows up, and you're like, oh, well, I ordered it, I have to pay for it anyway, why not enjoy it? And it's the same thing for this. It's I ordered this dish a long time ago, even though I didn't realize what it was, and now that it's here, I have to pay for it with whatever it is, life experience, whatever you want to call this. I don't know how to describe it, but it's I'm going to need to pay the price for ordering this experience. So why not make the most of it while it's here? Even though the last thing I want to do is, cause pain and worry to my girlfriend and my friends and my family and everything, I'm gonna do my best to explain to them what I'm explaining now, and the fact that, subconsciously a long time ago I chose this, and it's only now manifesting itself. So it's not I chose this. I did. I just didn't know what it was. I didn't know it would be now, and I didn't know the situation I would be in. And I feel selfish. I feel guilty for putting my loved ones through this. But at the same time, it's it's too late. The choice was made a long time ago. There's nothing I can do about it to change now. All I can do is make the most of this experience, so I can become a better version of myself, so I can grow stronger, I can grow better, and I can provide a better life for my girlfriend. That's what I can do for her. I can't pretend this isn't what it is. Of course, I don't know the exact verdict, but the odds of it not being cancer are very, very low. And pretending otherwise, even though it's yeah, okay, why would I accept something until I know 100% sure that it is? But it's just deep down, I just feel it, I sense it, I know this is what it's gonna be. And the thing is, the problem is, my girlfriend has a different perspective of manifestation or the law of attraction. It's as an example, this scenario of I have something that is undeniable, but until we get the biopsy, we won't know exactly what it is. And I believe because it's already there, it already exists, those masses, whatever they are, already exist within my lungs. So believing that it's not cancer will not magically change what it is. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But I don't believe that my current thoughts can affect that. my thoughts in the past, my beliefs in the past, and what I wanted to manifest did affect this, did cause this. But right now, I don't believe that can be altered. Whereas she does. She believes that until the moment where we get the results of the biopsy and we know exactly what it is, it can change. So it's like, it's there, but it's undefined. And it can be anything, and it can change depending on our beliefs up until the moment where it's confirmed with 100% certainty. This is what it is. That is her belief. And, this is actually like this conversation I had with her, not this, but like about manifestation is like our different perspectives and our different views of it is what led me to this realization of like, holy shit, I manifested this. And that's why I feel selfish. That's why I feel guilty, because she believes that if I believe it's cancer, it's going to be. If I believe it's not going to be. Because she believes that until you know for sure, until it's been proven, it can be changed. And I don't. And it's like, that's why I feel selfish. That's why I feel guilty, because like at this moment, I don't want this. I don't want to choose this, but I also believe that it's too late for me to choose. I've already chosen in the past. There's nothing I can do about it now. So for me, it's not a choice that I can make now. It's a choice that's been made. It's too late. But for her, she believes that choice can still be made. And it's like, I feel really selfish and guilty because she has that belief and my belief is different. And because of that, it's like, I don't want to, I don't know, like I know I'm going to need to explain this to her, and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that with, there's still somewhat of a language barrier and a difference in beliefs and everything. And it's like, I'm going to do my best to explain what I've been explaining here of, this is my belief, this is my perspective that I manifested this a long time ago. I didn't know what shape or form it would take. This is the shape it's taking. I don't believe it's possible for me to change anything at this point. What I can change and what I will do is maximize this experience to grow from it, to become a much better version of myself, and to use that much better version of myself to provide an amazing life for us. That's what I'm going to present to her. That's the way I'm going to try to explain it. But at the end of the day, because of our difference in beliefs when it comes to manifestation, I'm afraid that she'll react and she'll perceive it as like me choosing to do this, me giving up and surrendering to, the worst case scenario, which is not the case given my beliefs. So it's just, I'm a little worried about having to explain that to her, because I don't want her to misunderstand. Like, I want her to understand this, like, this is exactly what I needed, what I asked for, even though not exactly in this form. It's what is going to allow me to grow and evolve and become a much better version of myself. The version of myself that she deserves. And I can use that to provide an amazing life for us. Like, that's what I want to explain to her. I just sense that it's going to be difficult to get to the point where she understands, my point of view and everything. It's like why I'm doing this. So anyway, just kind of wanted to share that while I'm here up in the tree. And the reason why I recorded this up in the tree is, the reason is because I just happened to be up in a tree, but it's because, there's wind right now. In fact, there's a gust of wind, and it's moving the tree. And me rocking to the wind in the tree feels very similar to this experience with cancer or whatever this ends up being, because, I feel at peace. I feel connected with nature and the universe. Like, okay, yeah, the possibility of having cancer and maybe dying, like, it's much scarier than being up in a tree and rocking in the wind. But it's the similar sensation in the sense that it's like, this is what's meant to be happening right now. I'm just going with the flow. I'm just doing what is meant to be done, making the most of the experience. So yeah, I think this is the first video I've ever recorded in a tree. Definitely feels good to be outside rather than inside, just sitting on the ground with my tripod recording a video. So yeah, that's been my update for the day.